Welcome to In My Opinion 4, Feral Fury. There seems to be a plot here somewhere, but all I can assume is pigs are evil assholes and the rest of the human-like animals want to take them down, especially the pandas. So anyway, this is an overhead shooter with roguelike elements. Basically, you go in and shoot at whatever moves, with your goal being to find a red key card and make your way out with your one life. Not only that, but the levels are randomly generated, with one of the random bosses to cap off the stage. Though do not fear, as you can get items along the way to help build yourself up. Not only do you get better weapons, you also pick up other equipment that gives you some upgrades for your playthrough. So you got helmets that can increase the chances of certain item drops, chances of stealing ammo, and more. However, you can't keep multiple weapons and helmets, so you gotta choose which one you want to stay with for your run. But you don't have to worry, as if you walk over one by accident, you can still change back. What does stick with you during your run are other upgrades you find, like changing your bullets, improving your roll, and showing the whole map. There is two types of currency in this game. One is just regular old coins you can find laying around in boxes, which comes in handy when you don't have a key to open a chest, or maybe just didn't get a good weapon or upgrade in one of the free rooms, since you can now go to the shop to buy some. But what's in the shop is random as well. The other is blue dots, which you may have noticed popping out the enemy's bloody mess of a body after you blast them. Think of this as the game's upgrade currency, which lets you buy, well, permanent upgrades for your runs. Since you know this is a roguelike game, so that means when you die, you have to start from square one again when it comes to equipment. What the store offers is pretty damn helpful, like more health, more ammo, seeing secret walls, starting with key cards, and so on. To add to the risk reward nature of the game, there is the needle room, which lets you trade in one of your permanent health bars for temp ones. Doing this lets you gain a full stat boost. And there's even wishing wells, which after dropping some amount of cash will lead to a random item you can get. The game doesn't force you into these situations, giving you full freedom if you want to play a game of chance. I found the combat very enjoyable. You would think it being a roguelike game, it would start become annoying to die and start from square one over and over and over again. However, the game is pretty quick, and it's fair enough that you find yourself always wanting to jump in and give it another shot. For example, after taking down each boss, which by the way are very fun to fight, there's a good chance you will receive a life upgrade, helping you carry on, as well as some nice equipment. Eventually you start to become so good you feel like a badass. Once beating it, you also unlock an extra stage, which leads to another boss to conquer, on a hard difficulty. This as well unlocks different characters to mess around with, and there are 3 available. The differences from the normal panda are that you start with a specific gun with unlimited ammo, but to make it not too easy, your health can't be recovered when lost, unless you get one of those health upgrades from the boss. Also, if you want to take a break and not run through the game in one shot, you're allowed to stop, as it seems the game saves after leaving each room. Not gonna lie here, the game does not make a good impression when it comes to visuals when you first see it, though I grew to enjoy the aesthetics. It has this kind of grimy look to it that is kind of appealing, and it fits its tone. The bloody violence helps as well. You can feel the gunshots as they pierce your enemies, and that squish is just satisfying. The effects are pretty nice as well, like the fire. And even though the game is overhead, it does give you a sense of depth, such as when the enemies toss a grenade. The character designs are pretty simple and straight to the point, and kind of badass when you think about it. I mean, it's an animal in body armor looking gruff, but at the same time, it's kind of cute as well. Sadly, there are some tech issues here and they can be rather annoying. I don't know why, but there are moments, be it hectic or not, the game screen will start to tear really badly. I mean, so badly that it's caused me to take a hit. I didn't run into it too often, but when it did happen, it pissed me the hell off. I had fun with this game and I was shocked I did. After all, I've come to learn that me and roguelike games don't mix well, but this one didn't go heavy on it and felt very fair for the most part. So what it left me was some fun and addicting gameplay that hooked me so much that I couldn't stop playing and even got the plat for it. I can't recall how many hours I spent in the game, but it had to be around 10 hours at least with all the runs I did. Replay value comes in the form of hard difficulties that open an extra level and boss, and there's even a secret boss you can tackle. There's also a daily challenge where you can leave a score for the day that others can try to top. And finally, a curse mode where the game will handicap you from the start while you try to beat it. I say if you're in the mood for some tense, bloody gameplay with a bit of challenge, then I don't see why you shouldn't give this one a shot. I promise it won't make you go feral. I hope you enjoy my thoughts in this game, and for gamer's sake, keep gaming.